Hello friends.
Oh shit!
This is the Milkman. We have some samples from the old TV show Satoichi. I was talking about it in another live. And we have multiple samples. Probably we can do... Hello, duct tape. So probably we can do multiple beats from this. We're gonna start with one. Let's review what we have. That came out as a nice loop. Sebastián 6 ese güey, menuda joyita, Satoichi. Pero es el antiguo, es the old one. Very nice sample. Sound is not great because it's an old film. So yeah, the sound is not super good, but there are many producers that they always say sample selection, sample quality is the most important. I cannot agree because I use a lot of samples that initially they sound like shit, and yeah, if you like it, it's good. Basically, we have some drums. And because on the last live stream, I tried to do something with the step sequencer. I wanted to show it a little bit. I'm not a user of it, but it didn't go very well. So we're gonna try again, and hopefully we can make it work. At least for the hi-hats, we can do something very basic, so it is visible. Yeah, I don't really do tutorials. I just show my process, so this is not something that I would normally do, but I think it's interesting, and just the fact that I don't use it doesn't mean that it's not useful for someone else. Finger drumming is a nice skill to have, but it's not necessary. You can actually make a full beat without any finger drumming. So yeah, let's take that out of the way. So let's make a pattern with this one, for example, right? Okay, let's see. Okay, so something that to mention on the last live, microphone was cutting off sometimes, and that is due to something that I didn't know and I learned later. Is if you are recording a pattern and you activate or deactivate external source button, it will record it as an automation. And then of course I was switching it on to speak while recording the pattern, And then when you play the pattern, it does that as an automation, and it was switching off and switching on as per the recorded. So yeah, we recorded some very basic hi-hats just to have a pattern. And something that I think it could be useful, because one of the main problems that I see with the SP404 MK2 step sequencer is that the pages, right? Like if you have 2 bars, the second bar will be in another page that you have to move with encoder, right? And I think it might be better to just go with 1 bar and then duplicate for now. So I'm gonna do a pattern edit. I'm gonna select that, and we're gonna make it smaller. So we're gonna go 1 bar. So then we can see constantly the flow of the step sequencer. And then I think to this we could add the main snare. And yeah, so the snare, this would be the main snare, I think. And then we can layer other snares. We have multiple. So I would say this is the main one. So yeah, here we are. And then it could be, so on the steps, the snare usually would go on the 5 and 13 as a very basic pattern, right? So kick, we would have 1 and 3, for example. In this case, they would go with the hi-hats. So 1 and 3, 1, 2, something like that for the kick, and then the snare could go on 5 and 13 normally for boom bap. So I have selected it with subpad. So if you hold subpad, you can select the sound that you want to add into the step sequencer, and we're gonna add it. Sebastian says, now I list the YouTube through the hi-fi stereo. Ah, how does it sound? ¿Cómo suena, Sebastián? So now that we have 1 bar, we could duplicate it. So if we go to pattern select, I'm gonna cut it first. We're gonna crop. Sebastian Tricon says, it sounds good. Thanks, man. I'm translating for you. No worries. Hello, Dead Ray. Dead Ray says, per usual, I'm stuck at work, but I'm here listening. Thanks, man. Thank you for coming. So yeah, we have this very basic hi-hat plus snare that we've done with the step sequencer. And we're gonna duplicate it. Now we're gonna have 2 bars. So menu duplicate. And then here in pattern edit, let's say that we want to do something similar but with the second bar. So I want to only see the second bar. So we can, sorry, that's the BPM. We were on 90, probably we're gonna modify that, but we can make it 1 bar, but only the second bar. And then we go again into the step sequencer, and we are seeing, you see it's a different color. We're seeing only the bar number 2. And then we could do something like adding an additional hi-hat. And with the substep, we can select like we're gonna do, for example, that. I think that's too much for what I want to do. Maybe 3. Let's see. That's okay. But maybe with a velocity lower. So if you want to change it, you have to remove it and add it again. Duck type says, can the groove be adjusted or you have to do it manual, finger drumming? You can adjust it with shuffle. So that is there, shuffle. So you have to press shift and then move the shuffle. What I'm not 100% sure is if it applies to the existing, so to anything that you have already, because when for example, if I change the substep, it doesn't apply to whatever you've done. You have to do it again, you know. Then the shuffle, I'm not 100% sure if, for example, let's put this on 50. Okay, good to know. Yeah. So I think you have to decide first. Maybe do like 1 per step so that you can feel more the shuffling. I like that. It's just this. Maybe it's too loud. It's a little bit like a guido. A little bit. So yeah, you can play with the substep. As you can see here, you have different points where you can we can give it a go. For example, in step 2. You see how the different. Let's remove the 3 so that is more noticeable. We're gonna use it on 3. So it's another way to give it a little bit of groove. You notice it? So it's at the end of the step. You can put it a little bit earlier. And that is normal. Sector says, yeah, thanks for the tip. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it normal. Okay. So let's go back and have the whole pattern. So the 2 bars. This is the 2 bar. It's interesting. You can do interesting things. Definitely different from something that you would do normally finger drumming. Okay. So yeah. Now I will go with finger drumming again. This is something that I do normally because I'm used to it. But whatever works for you is the best way. That's how it is. And nobody can tell you otherwise. Like, you can see hundreds of tutorials, and the technical part is always the same, but the performance, that is up to you, 100%, how you do it. I want a longer pattern, so I'm gonna duplicate that. So we're gonna have at least 4 bars. And another thing is, so step sequencer is already done. It's quite square, even though it has a little bit of groove on those fills. So the finger drumming part, I'm gonna do it with 0% quantization. Because we're gonna be layering additional snares and so on. Yeah, that's not bad. Let's see the loop that we had on the samples. It feels like it's almost there, and that's not a bad thing. It doesn't need to be perfect, but I'm gonna quantize that because for sampling, for the samples, I think it's better. One of the problems that I see with the step sequencer, if I change the volume of the hi-hat, it will not apply unless that you have written the pattern with pad. Let me show you that. That's important. You see here velocity, you have velocity and pad. So if you want to apply the changes that you do on the pattern, it has to be in pad. If not, the velocity is fixed. If you do anything to the sound, it will not apply on the pattern. I like this. This is nice. let's see what we can do with that one. I like it, but let's put it more attack. Almost until when the whistling goes away and the mid frequencies start. And we can cut it in two. Let's copy. We're gonna separate those two parts. And we can resample with some effect. We're gonna remove first those ugly frequencies. And I'm gonna use an isolator, I'm not gonna overthink it. If it works, it works. Okay, so I'm gonna resample those. Let me just check. Yeah, this is a mix. So I'm gonna resample 5 here. So that is 5, and let's do 6. All 5 here. 5, yeah. 5 here. Remember to switch off. This is a note for myself. Remember to switch off the microphone. We're gonna resample with additional effects. So I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna normalize and add something to make it more ambiental. I'm thinking, what if we cut it in the middle and then add a delay, and we just take that intro plus the delay. Just dun, 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 dun. Let's see if we can do that. So it could be to switch on the effect in the middle. I don't know if that would work. Let's try it. Fucking microphone on. 1 second, I'm gonna do it again. Okay, I think we can work with that. Let's see. Let's normalize them and adjust the volume. We can duplicate this to make it 8 bars, and we can leave the first part without the flute and the second part with the flute. Sebastian says very crazy. So it would be like this. normally, so I'll start with one pattern. I'll make variations, but at the same time, because I know what I'm gonna do, I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do because it's kind of a freestyle every beat. But at the end, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be performing it with live effects. So you can start organizing your samples in a different bus. So for example, these two, they can go into bus 2 directly. So I can put them already on bus 2. And then I can run the pattern and already practice a little bit the effects on the bus 2 or on the bus 1 without affecting the bus 2. Just experimenting with it a little bit. Yeah. These effects very nice to if you're gonna change to a pattern, especially if you change your melody. If you change your melody, try to make a transition in the sense of maybe not adding drums. But yeah, these are things that I do. You can do whatever you want, whatever you feel. Just try to imagine that, how it's gonna merge, right? Gnosis Beats, how you doing, man? Gnosis Beats says this is dope. Thanks, man. We have a tape delay on bus 1 because of the resampling part. Normally I would have a DJ looper, the DJ effect, not the DJ effects looper, the DJ effects delay. It's like the looper but with a delay. It's much smooth for transitioning, but it's basically the same effect just with a delay. Okay, so we have some chops to do. So now we have the basic pattern, right? And we have plenty of samples that we could add. So we can listen to the sample and think a little bit while what could match. So even if it doesn't match 100%, we can make another pattern with it. We can see that there is a little bit related harmonically. So it's not gonna sound like a crazy change, right? Especially if we leave some elements, like for example the flute. So yeah, I try to get as close as possible, and then yeah, either it's something that you can mix. That flute is crazy. It is. I was mentioning this is from the old Satoichi TV show. I think it was a TV show. I don't know if it was multiple movies or just a TV show. Satoichi, the blind swordsman, I think is. Last bit I made had something similar. I really like this. Sorry, it's not that one. And the main loop. I really like that. You mean the 3, says one movie? You mean the old Satoichi? Because I know the Satoichi from Takeshi Kitano is one movie, yes, but there is an older one, which is also. I mean, I guess the Takeshi Kitano one is based on those, obviously, because it's like a classic Japanese old films. So I'm gonna copy this. I think it's too much to add this. I mean, it could work, but let's chop it first. Let's chop it. It's beautiful, that part. There's the fucking whistle in the middle because there is a dude walking or whatever and it's whistling. Maybe we can savage it somehow. It's my favorite part. That is fucked. I think we can do something with it. Okay, let's do the chops. So yeah, as usual, I'm adjusting the attack and release and adding all of them into a mute group. Motherfucker. That's so nice, huh? Okay, let's do a copy. Let's do only the drums for now. Very classic, no? Okay, so I'm thinking in multiple parts. Okay, yeah, we're gonna record one, I guess. So maybe can be 8 bars 1 and the change 4. Let's see. That kind of works. Now, here there are parts that with the other sample, because it has some percussion, it's more percussive. So there are percussions that work here that I don't feel that they work. So for example, it would be, I don't think the bongo is needed there. Maybe this one either. So I'm gonna delete those. And then being in record mode, if you just press delete, just select the samples that you don't want, and you just wait the whole pattern, and it will delete them. So yeah, we remove those additional percussions that do work here. And here what we don't have is the flute, right? I think it still works, no? Yeah, we can add sometimes. Very spare. One. Okay, let's see. Now, something that I noticed as well is that the sample is too low. Is it too low? What do you guys think? The transfer is not bad. I think we need more volume on those chops. Now we already chopped it, so we're gonna have to. I know. Look at that. They have 58. We can put it louder. So we're gonna do remain and to apply it to the whole bank, and we're gonna take it up. I don't know, to 90. Let's see. Isn't this better? No, Nosis Beat says levels are good. What do you think? Isn't it better a little bit louder, those samples? The flute is too loud. The flute is too loud, no? Pierre Thibaut, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Hi. He says hi. Hi man, how you doing? Flute is a little loud. I agree. I just put it down a little bit. Let's see. Let's see if it works. Chops could go either way. Alright. Faulty Bot says hi dude. Sorry, the last time I told you bots not allowed. You are always allowed, Faulty Bot. I think this works. Okay, let's compare with pattern 1. The volumes in general. When I listen to some tunes, hell yeah, we're making those tunes right now. I'm lowering that bongo. I like those percussions, but they have to be a little bit more on the back. Pierre Thibault says, where do you find your samples? Sounds cool. I was mentioning this, I like to take them from old movies. And yeah, this one is from a very old Japanese movie, well, very old. It's an old movie called Satoichi. Not the one from Takeshi Kitano, the older one. If you look into it, it's a Satoichi, but it's the older ones. And yeah, normally I like to dig into old movies, old films from anywhere. I really like to check sci-fi, black and white movies, things like that. I really like that. And yeah, this month is all Japanese movies. Yep. A lot of fun. Some samurai boom bap beats. Okay, so these two are very different. We need a transition pattern. So Dead Ray sets on fire, or he is on fire. I hope you don't have a fire on your work, at work. Okay, let's copy the drum. Remain. We go to the drums. Let's copy that. So yeah, this is the drums that we made before. It's a mix of step sequencer and live recording pattern. So the hi-hats and the main snare are from the step sequencer, and the rest is performed live. don't know if that works as a transition, but it's a worthy pattern, I think. You know what I would like to do actually is variations of this sample. Maybe we can get there. So through variations into a transition to those two. Okay, so I recorded kick, main snare, and the main hi-hat. And let's see what we can come out with this. So I cannot stop imagining this on bass 2 with a delay or a reverb as well. So I don't know. I'm gonna do it. Let's put something that gives a little bit of tail to it, right? So we can do a different type of tape delay. So if we go to tape delay, the one that we used before. So are we? Yeah. Okay. Wait. Let's move this to bass 2. No, that's gonna be too much. Okay. So something a little bit different. Bit less. Less feedback. Let's see. Not too bad, no? I'm not super convinced. L Stewart in the house, how you doing, man? Perfecto, he says. Should we do that? I mean, we have multiple patterns, we can do it. At least those two. Okay, let's do it. Tua says, man, you got the goods. And you got the looks. I was thinking we can... Let me do one thing. We can copy this whole pattern, okay? And we're gonna edit pattern. We're gonna make it 4 bars. And the other one is gonna be the other 4 bars. And we're gonna make some variations based on that. Yeah, nice motif. Thanks, man. Let's do says this is a classic. Kind of sounds a little bit classic, right? Okay, so I divide those 8 bars into 2 4 bars. Now this, if I want to edit only the last part, so that we are not waiting all the time until we get there, we can select in pattern edit the last bar, and we can just edit that. FaultyBot says, are there any rappers who uses your tapes? I have a couple in the works, but I'm not selling my beats normally, so not many. But I have a couple in the works as a collaboration. But yeah, I don't really like that game, the selling beats game. I'm sure there is some people making money, but it kind of takes a little bit the art of it, you know. Becomes more like a shelf product, and I don't want that. It doesn't feel right. I'm sure that there is people that makes amazing beats and they sell them on a beat store and all that, and they find their proper artists or whatever. It doesn't click with me. I don't know. Prefer to do collaborations, and if money comes, that's great. That Ray says, I know it because of where the samples were sourced, but gives me Samurai Jack vibes. Yeah, of course, man. It's from a samurai movie. So it's not that far. Samurai Jack, the cartoon, but is inspired on that, right? Probably the soundtrack of Samurai Jack is coming from there. So the same, I'm gonna select the last bar of each of the patterns, right? So now we have only the last bar of the pattern. And for example, I want to delete the snare. Okay, let's do that. Okay. maybe the last hi-hats. And now I want to add some percussion. Okay, and now we have that. We can open again the whole pattern. And that's a nice transition, right? It's a way to do the transitions in a fast way. You know, you don't have to be listening to the whole pattern. When you know it's in the last bar, you want to delete some of the main drums and add some percussions, which is what we did right now. And then we can do the same here. We have selected the last bar, and we're gonna do something similar. We're gonna delete some of the main drums, and we're gonna add some percussions to make the transition. That's kind of clave. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. No, like a son clave. Pa, pa, pa. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That works. You know what? We could do that on velocity. Oh, we are quantized. Wait. And that is the end of that pattern. We're gonna open it again. And now we have a transition for the other melody, right? Stuart says that MK2 is making me jealous. It's so powerful. It is very powerful, man. I mean, you have a 202. I mean, it's fantastic what you do with it. The 202 is a beautiful machine, but it's definitely outdated. You would enjoy this very much, 100%. And I'm saying with all the respect that I have for your art on the 202, your mastery of the machine is unbelievable. But the things that you can do with an MK2, it has nothing to do with it. It's on a complete different level. I mean, if you enjoy what you do, you definitely enjoy it, right? But you can, you know, take up a level. Deborah says, I feel that the LS Stuart, I'm trying so hard to find a reasonable priced used one. It's a beautiful machine, man. The 202. I really like the 303. Aesthetically, I think it's a beautiful machine, the 303. I think it's one of the nicest. But this, man, the MK2 is such a beautiful machine. You can do so much. I mean, you're gonna love it. If you get it, you're gonna love it. Okay, let's review what we have. So we have the main one, and we have two different transitions of 4 bars, and then we have these other 2 main ones with 8 bars. Let's see what we have. I already don't know. transition. We're gonna move them to 3. Says I see them for $400 all the time. MK2 in Europe, that's around the price of a new one. Okay, we're gonna go back to 9 and then 2. Let's see what happens. I like these two as links. Forgot about the tape echo. Yeah, we are missing out on all that smoothness, ambience, and all that. Okay, let's go again. We could do something like another variation of the transitions without drums. Maybe some percussions. Let's see. Stuart says, I love being one of the few to work with the SP404. It's like a demented hipster urge to work with obscure shit. Yeah, they are all new, not many used on the market yet. And with the floor for older units at about $300, I don't see them going down that much in price. I mean, it's still highly valuable. If Roland goes crazy and comes up with an MK3, they will drop. But if not, I don't know. So yeah, the one thing about the 202. It can sound better. It's just you really want to do it with tapes, but obviously you can get even better sound on the 202. It's very difficult to get a good sound from very old tapes, right? Especially if you put them directly on the 202 and you cannot edit that much that sound. And if you then record it back to tape, I mean, it's like it really is some hipster obscure shit, 100%. But man, it's admirable at the same time. It's like, yeah, man, you're the one that does that. 100%. It's quite original, but don't limit yourself, right? So I like this. I will consider it a full beat, but almost. I think if we add an intro and an outro plus bass, which is missing, we should be completed. Do you guys have still time, or what's the time? We still have time, no? Okay. I'm gonna make a quick chain because I need to go to pee. So I'm gonna make a chain. I'm gonna leave it running, and I'm gonna go to the toilet 1 second. Let me make a chain. Let's see. So we have pattern 1, transition 5, pattern 3, transition 9, pattern 2, transition 6, and then we come back, and I can leave it on repeat all, and I'll come back in 2 minutes. Maybe I take some water as well. Damn, I really needed that. Nelson Mandela se distiza que es viernes y el cuerpo lo sabe. Vamos. Of course. Okay. Did it run the whole thing? Well, there we have it, right? We're gonna add some bass. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I usually start just with a sine wave. Let's do it. Say, sí, viernes y no trabajo. Estupendo. So, it's the sine wave. Normally, there are many things, but I don't really. There are interesting things, but not for bass. I prefer to just add some some saturation or drive or something into a normal sine wave. Let's put it there. Just add some attack, some release, so that it doesn't clip. We're gonna do that multiple times, probably. We're gonna add any type of distortion. We could actually select a couple of those. Nelson Mandela says, suena a James Bonete. Qué fulano eres, Spain. Mira qué fulano. Menuda chamba. Okay, let's resample this. You know, do a couple of them. Opa. This. I always forget to switch off the microphone. Okay, I'm gonna do it again without the microphone. And doing the bass, okay, so you build your own bass from a sine wave, yes. That's FM synthesis, I think, on SP. Yeah, I think so too. And yeah, it's cool because you don't have to go anywhere. You just get your bass there. And sometimes I go crazy and I do like a normal sine wave for the sub. And then I make another one without, so I add a lot of distortion, I remove the sub, and I add a chorus to make like a stereo, you know? And, but you don't have control really of the phase here. So you would need to send that to a DAW and then check the phase to make sure that you're not doing something weird. So for me with this is fine. And then I do chromatic, you know, then you go chromatic. It's pretty cool. This wasn't on the first, I don't remember what update was, but this came with an update. So originally the 404 MK2 didn't have this. I think it's pretty cool that they added this. Well, let's see what we can do with that. not super convinced. I'm gonna delete it for the moment. But yeah, that's how I make the bass lines, basically. Let's do it's posted a movie scene from one of my favorite Japanese movies in sample ideas. Maybe a vocal chop. I'll check it. I don't know. We can check it for the next one. Yeah. What do you think about the bass? Is it too much? I think it's fine, no? It's heavy. Has some weight. But it doesn't overcome the rest, no? Sounds like Western samples. I mentioned this in the past because so this month I'm making mostly beats from samurai movies, and the samurai movies, they're very like Western. At least I mean, everything is very much like a Western, you know, including the soundtrack. You know me, I like my bass loud and proud. Nunca mucho, never too much, 100%. But yeah, they are very much like Western movies, and the soundtrack is very Western normally. They add a little twist. So imagine a Western movie soundtrack with an Asian little twist in the scale, in the instruments, but not much more. It's not that different. The last one I made, someone mentioned, it sounds like Ennio Morricone. Because it's basically, yeah, it's very heavy influenced by Western movies. And I think the other way around too, right? I mean, I think it's Akira Kurosawa, the director of, I think it's The Seven Samurais. I think it's the most influential movie ever on, it's like many movies basically copy the structure, right? So yeah. Towards Japanese-American influence is symbiotic for sure. I love the new wave era in the 50s and 60s Japan. Yeah, very cool. And there is also a lot of influence from funk in the movies. soul and funk. You can find a lot of. You can find samurai movies with soundtracks that are like soul funk, which is super cool. I'm gonna go with that. Okay, now the difficult ones. El Stuart says, ¿cómo hacemos un proyecto grabación fácil para colaboración? How do we? You are the one that has to say, man. You are the one that records on tapes. What the fuck? What do you want from me? I don't even have a cassette player. You have to come up with an idea for that collaboration. I'm open to it. I'm always open for collaborations. Deadray says, I'm currently working on sampling Dark Watch from the PS2 while I wait to go home. Nice. You're using Koala, no? I'm actually first I'm gonna collaborate with Deadray because we're gonna do something through Koala Sampler. I still have to send you a file to see if you can open it, because I can open yours, but we need to see it both ways, because I had a problem with someone that I sent the project and they couldn't open it. So we have to do that. Stuart says, nice man on Koala at work. You're the real deal. He is the real deal. And yeah, we can collaborate through Koala. I don't know if you use Koala Sampler, Stuart. If you do, we can do something. We need to check if it works, because different devices, sometimes they have some problems, but we check it, and if it works, we can do it through Koala. And then you can dump it on the 202, or I can dump it on the MK2, and we can do things like that. So we just share the file. I send you the file, and then you can send it back, and it's super cool. So yeah, I'm gonna do it with the death ray first as an experiment, and yeah, it could be cool because at least death ray has the P6. He can connect the P6 to Koala and do some stuff, transfer back to Koala, send me the file, then I can do something on the SP, and then I transfer to Koala and I send it back, and it's a way to do it, right, without having to use the computer for anything. There is also my cassette player I broke already. Belts disintegrated, lol. Maybe it was back from the from the time of cassette players. Did you buy new? Okay, so I think we finished with the bass. No? Well, I'm gonna listen to the chain that I made, or maybe we're gonna make a new one. We're gonna make an intro, and it's gonna be half, 4 bars, and we're gonna make the chain like so. $4. Okay, wait. We need already. We know it already. You know what we need.
Oh shit!
You know what we need.
Oh shit! The milkman.
And now, let's see the chain.
Oh shit! The milkman.
Sorry, I prefer the Milkman a little bit later.
Oh shit! The milkman. Oh shit! Oh shit! The milkman.
Now, yes.
Oh shit! The milkman.
So this is almost done. At this point, I would start to practice the live effects.
Oh shit!
record it. Yeah, live effects, 100%. This is how I make the beats. So at this point, I would just record it. We can do that. And you see the whole process from just samples to completion of the beat. So I would go with resample. It's just I may have to redo many times because I didn't practice so much the effects. So let's see what we can get from here. So just something to take in consideration for the SP404 MK2 users. Something that I do. So I run bus 1 and bus 2 in parallel, not in series, right? So they don't affect each other. Bus 3, normally I leave it empty because I tried many times and I don't like. It's an additional thing that is not fully under control. You have to spend a lot of time to have something else in between that and what it could be the master, bus 4, where I do a compression normally between 40 and 60. No noise. I mean, I do the 303 vinyl sim. No noise, no flutter, obviously, or wow. And the level I leave it around 60. And why is that, right? Why not 100? And it's because it adds some saturation, or maybe it's me who imagines this, but I think it adds some saturation. It's like that's kind of a limiter at the same time. And if after you're gonna master it, it doesn't make sense to have it like that. You should have it for mastering. You should have something like minus 6 dB. This is very close to 0 actually, but it's not that compressed. I don't like too compressed. In some cases, yes, but when you have a lot of things, it's better not to. But of course, everybody's free to do whatever they want. This is how I do it. Something between 40 and 60 in compression, and level I like it at 60. It's not too low. It's not too saturated or compressed. It's like it's squeezed, you know, when you put it in 100. And maybe for live performance is fine, but this is how I'm doing it now. You tell me how it sounds. It doesn't sound that bad now, right? And that's with the level 60 on 303 vinyl sim. So yeah, that's how I do it. And yeah, fuck it, let's do this. So resample, I'm gonna select one of the last one, and then when it's on recording, I'm gonna select the chain, and let's go.
Oh shit! The milkman.
For example, that is too loud. I would do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, if we do it properly. So whenever I fail, I just start again. And at the same time, you're practicing. Oh fuck, this is being recorded.
Oh shit!
Yeah, of course. Now, if I talk, it's gonna be recorded because I'm resampling. So I'm gonna stop talking now.
Oh shit!
I'm not feeling it yet, but it is practicing until it comes good. When it comes good, and the good thing is like that is done, that is the beat, and that's unique because it has a live performance that, yeah, you could practice, but is unique. It's unique. I cannot really do exactly the same, and I like that. It makes it more unique.
Oh shit! The milkman. Oh shit! The milkman.
Okay, so now we have the beat finished, unmastered but finished. So this is it. But let me copy and normalize. But you see, it doesn't sound very compressed. It's like you can work with it. You can make a master with it. Let's see if it has space for normalizing. I think it does. Let's see. And obviously, because it is completed, sounds killer. Thanks, man. Thanks, Stuart. Because it's completed, we're still in the bus 4 effect, so we would need to switch off the bus 4 effect to hear properly what we've done, because if not, we are still adding the same compressor, right? So we would need to, so now it's normalized. This is not mastered, but I would consider this a pre-master. And the master doesn't need to be crazy, you know. I have a chain very quick. In 10 minutes, I have the master done. I have 2 compressors and a zone, and that's it. And it's very quick. I don't really think too much about it. And yeah, let's switch off the compressor, the vinyl compressor, for a moment, and listen. Let's listen to it.
Oh shit! The milkman.
Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's the beat. That's how I make a full beat on the SP404 MK2. I think I never did to completion on one of these live stream. And yeah, we still have some samples. I think I'm gonna leave that for tomorrow. Let's review the samples that we have for tomorrow. We have, I don't know, did we use this one? Yes, no? We haven't used this one. This is interesting as well. This one I really like, but sounds like shit. I don't know if we can do something with it. I'm gonna try. Oh, it's something new. It's all the samples are from the same film. Okay, you guys wanna hear one last time the beat, and then we close it? How long are we doing this? Or do you have any questions about? Sounds good to me. Hi-fi. We should do a V-shape EQ on that, no? You mean that? I mean, I think I did, because this, so what I do normally, I think that Ray does the same. So these samples, I take them as a screen recording on the iPad. I transfer them to Koala, and I do a little bit of EQ before I transfer them into the SP. Normally I do it like that. And this one, maybe I fucked up on Koala. Maybe I can get something better sounding. I'll try. But yeah, they sound actually, originally they are very heavy in the mids, which annoys the hell out of me, especially 1K. Very heavy on 1K. I think that in that time they were doing that. Very heavy on 1K. Suddenly a drop on the highs, and then you have noise. And sometimes the noise is cool, sometimes it's not. So on Koala, I will adjust that 1K, maybe remove some sub, and probably lower the highs. That's normally what I do. That Ray says I do same thing. Sometimes I even do the stem splitting in Koala. If there is specific sound I want to isolate. With the movies, it's a little bit hard to do the split. They always sound like very crappy, especially if the source, the original sample that you want to split in a stems, sounds like crap. So it doesn't really work in that sense. But yeah. So I'm gonna put I'm gonna play the beat one more time, and you guys, I don't know, you tell me if you wanna keep doing something, you wanna ask anything, any requests, and if not, we just listen to the beat a little bit, and then we can close. Up to you guys. I'm not going out today, so I don't have really much to do.
Oh shit! The milkman.
I'm quite happy with the beat. So yeah, it feels that it has my sound. Like all what I'm doing lately has this sound, this type of performance. It has coherence. Otro uno, another one. Ooh, maybe to make another full beat is too much. Maybe we can advance a little bit, maybe do some chopping, but a full beat, I don't know, man. Maybe too much. I do want to have dinner though. Here it's 8 p.m.
Oh shit!
So yeah, anyway, through this process that you've seen today, I feel that I'm finding my sound. I think it's recognizable. And it has coherence. Lately everything I'm doing is coherent, which I really like. Time to eat, it says L. Stewart. It's definitely not perfect, but I think that's part of the beauty. That is not perfect. Like if you start doing this on a DAW on the computer, you're gonna try to make it perfect. And then if you want to give it a little thing, you're gonna try to make some imperfections out of the perfection. Here this comes, the imperfection makes it perfect. Let's do a just man, coherent and singular. You have a sound name. Thank you, Let's do it. That's my goal, is to get my own sound. Yeah, I think I'm on the way. I think I'm doing it lately. It's also recognizable because of the oh shit, the milkman. But at least it doesn't sound like a tag. It sounds like it's part of the beat.
Oh shit!
And another thing that I wanted to achieve is that you can rap in it, or you can just listen to the beat, and it works both ways. And I like
The
that.
milkman.
Like this could have a dude rapping here, and I think it could work. But it works as a standalone as well, which is something that I wanted to do. El Studio 6, los dos bien, both good. Yes, thanks man. So yeah, that's it. If no questions or requests beyond making another full beat, because that's gonna be too much for me today. That says, I feel like I'm finally starting to settle into a sound of my own, but I don't think my tracks are for rapping. It's not necessary. You're making your own music. It's music. We think on it as beats because we come from that culture, but it is music. It is a song on itself, right? You can listen to it. Sayonara, señor. Take care, El Stuart. Take care, man, and think how we can do a collaboration that does not involve tapes on my side. That I have to mail you. I have to send you a Raven with a cassette tape. Come on, man. I want someone to sing on my beats. New Jack Swing, Full Force. Yeah, that's cool, man. I don't know. I want to collaborate with other artists. But if I'm alone, I'm fine. I want to be able to do something that I can listen to. I'm doing what I like to do. Faulty Bot says these beats made my mood up. Thanks, my mood. Okay. Well, thank you for coming in and commenting, and man, that cheers me up. I really like to do this now that I'm gonna make the beat anyway. I'm gonna make it anyway. Why not just make it live? And it's like having friends over. Like imagine you're in a studio, some friends come over and you're chatting and you're making the beat, chilling. I really like this. I think I'm gonna keep doing it if you guys like it as well, because I'm gonna keep making the beats anyway. So I think I really like it. And also I don't have to edit. The video is done, it's live. When it's finished, it's finished. I don't have to edit it. So I really like that. So yeah, I'm gonna finish it here. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining, and yeah, you're fucking cool. Yeah, I really enjoy this. Everybody joining is super nice. No haters. People enjoy it. So thank you so much. Take care. I will do another one tomorrow, if not tomorrow after tomorrow, but 100% another one during this weekend. And probably I will be using the remaining samples. There says, have a good evening, man. You too. Take care, everybody. I'll close it now. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Take care. Goodbye.